Track Wrestling with Tony Ramos, NCAA champion, two-time world team member, and just retired.
Yeah.
What went into that decision, Tony?
There's been a lot that goes into that decision. I mean, there's sitting down, there's talking with my family, there's, I wouldn't say I've had serious injuries, the way my body feels, the way I can train, a lot of different things. I have no regrets in the sport. I still have no regrets. I could have walked away at any day, and I'm happy with my career and the things that I've done. I've been on world teams. I've been a national champ, Big Ten champ. Been a part of a team that's won, a team NCAA title. So I've done a lot in the sport, and it's given me great opportunities. I can't wait to start going full time, coaching and being a dad. I've missed a lot of things for my kids, and it's about time to start spending that quality time with them.
Was that organic to put the shoes on the mat like that?
I knew I was gonna, put my shoes on the mat when it was all said and done. The question really was when. I knew this was my last year. Hoping to make it, to the World Championships and retire there, but sometimes things happen and you got to move forward. And I ended up losing here, and there's really no reason for me to wrestle back or nothing left, so that was the right time to do it.
If you knew you were going to retire, did you really think you had a shot at winning the World Team Trials this year?
I think I did. Just because you were going to retire this year doesn't mean that you can't, go out and end on a high note. Wrestling's not the end-all be-all. There's a lot of things left in life to do, and I spent 2-3 days in the emergency room with one of my kids the other day, and that really puts life in perspective for you. So, this is a sport, and I'm grateful for the opportunities I have. I'm not sad that it's over. I'm happy that it happened.
2016 Olympic trials, everyone talks about that still. And then you've had a lot of interactions with Tom Brands, who maybe there's a separation there for a while. What have those interactions been like?
I think they've been very positive for everyone. We had an interaction at the U.S. Open, and I think that's what kind of helped me get over the hump. First round here at the trials, getting the emotions out of it. Every time I compete against one of the guys, it's a very emotional thing, and I let the emotions go and just wrestle. And then again after this, I told him thanks for everything you've done for me, and I think we had a positive, interaction again, and kind of building that healthy relationship back.
Tom Brand said he'll always be in your corner. Do you feel like he's always been in your corner?
Yeah, I feel like he's always been in my corner. Emotionally, you're always going to care about someone who's done something for you, and I think we've both done things for each other.
Looking back, do you still feel like you're a Hawkeye?
I'm always a Hawkeye. I'll always be black and gold, but not right now. I'm in Carolina blue and white, and I'm going to do my best to help these guys on my college team and get on world teams and NCAA titles, and that's my main goal now, being the best coach that I can be. Just because I can't compete the way I used to be doesn't mean I can't coach. I know how to coach. I know how to get my guys ready to go.
What's been the influence of Coleman Scott?
Coleman has given me a different perspective on maybe the way I would go about coaching guys, or the way I've trained and done things. Coming from Oklahoma State, where things are done a little bit different, but the end goal is the same. It's given me a wide variety of different types of training methods, technique, things like that. It's a unique situation when you see an Iowa guy and an Oklahoma State guy work together.
What's the difference between the two styles?
There's huge differences. It's very hard to explain, but what's crazy is when me and Coleman sit there and we'll go over technique and go back and forth. Hey, this is how I do it, or this is how he does it, or this is how we were taught. It all ends up being in the same position. We just might do something else in the beginning to get there.
You're known as that grinder, the guy that really made a mark at the University of Iowa in the wrestling program. Could you have succeeded in college in an Oklahoma State style?
I think so. I don't think a lot of people know it was either Iowa or Oklahoma State. I really wanted to be a Cowboy bad, and some things went south a little bit in that recruiting little period, and that's what I ended up being a Hawkeye. And I wouldn't change that for the world. They made me the coach I am today. They made me the person I am, and I really appreciate everything they've done.
You have a big, thick book written about you by T.C. LaFonte. I've read the entire book. A lot of good stuff in there. Why the decision to write a book? The chapter just finished here as far as the wrestling, but what went into that entirety of that book?
So he was an English teacher at our high school, and he's wrote a couple children's books, and we sat down one day and he's like, hey, I want to write a book on your story. And I said, let's do it. We sat down, we had a bunch of phone calls, a bunch of different interviews, and they were bringing up stuff that I couldn't even remember, which is crazy. So then my mind started thinking. I had to go back and think about some of the stuff, and looking back on some of the high school years, a lot of the things that maybe my high school coach did to me were only to better me, and it made a lot of sense now. So I really appreciate those things.
Could you believe it was that long?
I can't believe it's that long. Man, I've been wrestling for 25 years. I'm 28 years old. It's been long. My body definitely feels it. And, like I said, I would never change anything about my journey. I've got a lot of great things out of it. It's made me the dad I am, the person I am, the coach I am. And I'm just truly happy and excited about that, I had the opportunity.
Let's just, we'll end with just breaking down, just tell me what you think about these three competitors. We'll start with Dan Dennis.
Yeah, Dan Dennis was my mentor. People can say whatever they want. He was a guy I looked up to. He took me under his wing, and I love the guy, and he's, still to this day, Dennis is one of the best people you can be around.
Joe Colon?
Joe Colon, yeah, we had some battles. We made each other better, and another Iowa guy. We never got to duel before, but Joe's a tough competitor, and it was fun competing with him.
Then we'll just end Tyler Graff.
That's a tough one. Tyler Graff, first time I ever wrestled, he got me, and from then on, I think I just kind of had his number. But it was a guy who, year in and year out, always kept me on my toes and made me how to work harder, to be the best.
Throwing a bonus here, Logan Stieber.
I don't think a lot of people really know me and Logan. We have a great relationship. The dude's awesome. Yeah, when we competed, it was, I wouldn't say it was a rivalry because I never won, but they got heated. And every time I stepped on the mat, I really believed I could win. I think that's why I gave him so much troubles or had these close matches. But the dude's awesome. He'll do anything for you. I went out to Ohio State a few weeks ago and trained with them. We talk here and there, and hopefully one day maybe we'll coach together.
Congratulations on a great career.
Thank you.